Welcome back, and today we're going to be talking about dreams. We call the mental activity that takes place during sleep dreaming. Everybody dreams, although most people are only able to recall a few, if any, of their dreams. When researchers learned that there was a link between REM sleep and dreams, they no longer had to rely on somebody's hazy memory either hours or days after having a dream. Researchers could actually catch dreams as they happen. People could go in for a sleep study, and as soon as they were in REM sleep, researchers could awaken them during or within the 3 minutes after that REM sleep period and hear a pretty vivid account of their dreams. The first few dreams that we have in a night are usually composed of vague thoughts that are left over from the day's activities. A participant may report that she was watching television, for example. But as the night moves on, our dreams become longer and more vivid and dramatic, especially dreams that take place during REM sleep. Because the amounts of time spent in REM sleep increase over the period of the night, the last dream that we have is likely to be the longest and the one that we remember when we wake up. We actually spend, if you count it all up, 6 years of our life in dreams, and many of which are anything but sweet. For both women and men, 8 in 10 dreams are marked by at least one negative event or emotion. And some of the common themes that are experienced between men and women are shown in the chart. So being chased or pursued is one of the most common dream experiences. We often also have dreams about being in school or teaching. I know I often have dreams about teaching, either falling or on the verge of falling, flying or soaring, failing a test, being physically attacked are all very common dreams that people have. So there are 4 main theories as to why we dream. The first theory came to us from Sigmund Freud in his 1900 book, The Interpretation of Dreams. Sigmund Freud proposed that dreams provide a psychic safety valve that discharges otherwise unacceptable feelings. So he viewed our dreams storyline as a censored, symbolic version of our unconscious wishes and drives that would be threatening if we expressed them directly. Freud believed that most adult dreams could be traced back to our unconscious erotic wishes. So Freud actually thought that if you see a gun in a dream, it might be a disguised representation of a male's genitalia. Most of what Freud claims has been debunked. Based on the accumulated science that we have, there's no reason to believe any of Freud's specific claims about dreams and their purposes. But some contend that even if dreams are symbolic, they could be interpreted any way we wished. Other scientists maintain that dreams actually hide nothing. A dream about a gun is a dream about a gun. And there's actually several other theories about why we dream. So the neural activation theory basically states that dreams erupt from random neural activity that spreads upward from our brainstem. Dreams are basically just the brain's attempt to make sense of random neural activity. Neurosurgeons actually can produce hallucinations by stimulating different parts of a person's cortex. So random neural stimulation would basically be doing the same thing. These internal stimuli would activate brain areas that process visual images. Scientists have done PET scans of people who are sleeping, and that also reveals increased activity in the emotion-related limbic system, or in the amygdala, during REM sleep. So if the limbic system is in charge of our emotions and those are stimulated, that gives us the emotion in our dreams. The frontal lobe of our brain is responsible for inhibition and logical thinking and does not receive any stimulation. This may explain why our dreams are less inhibited than when we are awake. This may also explain why Freud's theory of where our dreams illustrate our unconscious wishes and urges. The information processing perspective proposes that dreams may help sift or sort or fix the day's experiences in our memory. In an experiment that were done, people were tested the day after learning a task. Those who had been deprived of both slow wave and REM sleep did not do as well as those who had slept undisturbed with their new learning. In other studies that have been done, people who heard unusual phrases or learned to find hidden visual images before bedtime remembered less the next morning if they have been awakened every time they began REM sleep than if awakened during other sleep stages. So this gives us the indication that REM sleep actually helps us remember things or make sense of things that we learn throughout the day. And then the physiological function theory basically states that perhaps dreams or the brain activity that's associated with REM sleep actually serves a physiological function, providing the sleeping brain with periodic stimulation. So instead of the brain remaining completely dormant or inactive for 8 hours a day for our lives, it's still working, learning, reinforcing, and expanding our knowledge. So no matter what the theory, dreams continue to be a big question mark for us and remain a very interesting part of our lives.